Hey everybody, coming to you live from the Arby's bathroom. It's the newly coined Way of the Future podcast with Anthony, Evan, Frankie, and Ian.
Hey everybody.
Hello.
Hi, this is
How
Evan.
awkward can we get?
Yeah. This is the Way of the Future podcast. Oh yeah.
It's always fucking hard to open these things, guys.
Yeah.
Always fucking hard. I'm not good at that. But here we go. So today we're going to talk about the newest episodes of Ash vs. Evil Dead, Fargo, and The Leftovers.
Yep, it would be the second episode of Ash, the fifth episode of Fargo, and the sixth episode of The Leftovers at this point.
Mm-hmm. And Ash is coming out of a really strong start.
Yeah, we'll just dive into Ash. Ash. Still maintaining the same amount of
gusto.
Yeah, forward momentum that the first episode put into effect. I don't know. I kind of liked it a little more than the first episode. There wasn't really anything specifically as far as storytelling that came out to me, more so than the gore. Like, actually was a little bit more organic this time.
Yep.
I didn't see near as much CG in this episode as there was in the first episode, and I liked that a lot because it really reminded me of the old stuff. I thought that they were really shooting. I mean, I guess that happened in the first episode too, but just maintaining, I guess, the amount of blood.
Yeah.
They need to do that the whole show.
They really picked up on it was a lot of blood.
Mm-hmm.
I was watching the post and it was one of the guys that was doing the special effects, and he said that Bruce Campbell said he couldn't get the blood out of his eyes.
There's one interviewer saying he almost choked on it.
Yeah, he was choking on it, and it got stuck in his eyeballs.
Bruce Campbell's?
Yeah.
He was choking on it?
Yeah, when he cut the guy's neck,
Yeah.
and the blood was going all over him in the car. Yeah.
But
It probably took him back to the first movie.
yeah.
That's
But
true.
that blood looked like... The blood from the first movie looked weird. It looked pink.
It was like
Yeah.
And bubbly?
Paint. It was because back then that was the only color that would really show up on film.
Oh, really?
There were
That's
two
why,
different types. There was
that's why, all
there
the
was
old, Dawn of the Dead and Day of the Dead, and all those old movies had that bright colored blood because it'd show up on film better.
Well,
That makes sense.
there were two different colors though in Evil Dead too.
Green.
There was the green also, but there was the neon red, and then there was the fucking really really dark
Black.
red.
Yeah.
It was black shit.
It was viscous.
Remember it got sucked off of his face, and he was literally
into the wall.
looked like he'd come out of a coal mine or some shit.
Or an oil well or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did. It looked like oil.
But yeah, I guess even though I really enjoyed it, I feel like maybe it could have progressed the plot a little more, giving us something more to chew on, as far as what we're going to see in the future.
Yeah, it just kind of felt like the next step, didn't it?
Yeah, almost the same episode.
It was only half an hour.
That's what I
Yeah,
was going to say,
they
so you have
are.
to give it a
Issue.
break because it's only half an hour.
It does not feel like it.
Should you
but
give it
is.
a break though because it's a half an hour? If anything, it feels like maybe if it's only a half an hour, they should give you a little more
I'm
than
hoping what
as far as
they're going
plot.
for is that in every half-hour episode, there's going to be at least one big fight scene.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
something gory, but I guess it would depend on how many episodes there are in the season itself. Because if there's only 4 more episodes, then then the pace is way too slow, and they're not I don't know, either they're setting themselves up to have a breakneck pace for the very end half, or there should be more episodes.
or they're just setting up for an overarching story from this
Oh,
season.
multiple seasons.
Do you guys know how many episodes there are per
I
season?
don't. We should look
Okay,
that up.
because
Actually.
because if it's 10, then that's cool. I could see a lot of stuff happening in 10.
Anything less than that, though, and I feel like they're not gonna have enough time to progress plot and also have a good time like they seem to have had the last few episodes.
Yeah. They might, I hope they don't lose steam, but it seems like they're at a nice pace.
The Pablo guy,
Yeah.
he's really dumb, but
That's his
like
character,
him.
man.
no, I like him too, but man, he is basically dumb to the point where he's putting himself in danger. And usually that's how people die, and shit like this.
I don't understand the Beavis haircut, but
No, I like the Beavis hair.
I said that even.
The nappy pompadour. That's what it
Yeah.
looks like.
It appears that it'll be 10 episodes.
10 episodes.
Good.
Okay, I guess they could do 1, maybe 2 episodes where they're jerking off, but they really need to kind of keep it moving. And I do want there to be a plot. You know, I want there to be like some sort of focus, like not just Ash finds out how to like send it back, but like I want it to have been prophesized. Like this was gonna always happen like this. You know, like I want it to be tied in like
I'd
that.
like ultimately for Ash to be teaching these skills that he's gathered to Pablo.
I think that's what
Seems
they
that's
sort of.
yeah.
I've got a weird feeling about Pablo actually. Like I
Why?
feel like he might.
He's in a deadite.
No, I feel like he might either die or he might be a bad guy.
Well, no, I think because remember he was talking about his grandpa who was like a brujo or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's got
And
secret
sometimes when
ties,
he's looking at the book, it's like you can hear little whispers, like it's talking to him or
Mm-hmm.
something.
just like
Yeah.
Ash.
Yeah, I think it could.
Yeah.
I think he could turn on him though. You know, at some point. I don't know. Just a feeling I get because he seems to like basically like, even though Ash is El Jefe, like he kind of like seems like he makes decisions independent of him, and then kind of fills Ash in on it later. Like that's what he's been doing lately, at least.
I
I'm
don't
not-
like the girl though.
Yeah.
She's super annoying and super stupid.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
think she's as stupid as Pablo.
Pablo.
And I think like they actually purposely made her stupid in this last one so she could like learn from her mistake, you know? Like be like, oh yeah, I believe my parents, but I can't even believe in that. This thing is so
She's just
evil.
got a little too much attitude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the way to put it.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like I'm not sure if this is what Sam Raimi's going after, but it kind of feels like a Man of La Mancha kind of situation where Bruce Campbell Ash is Don Quixote, and then Pablo is Pancho Villa. You know, he's the dumb
okay.
fat guy on the donkey, and
But Ash
and
isn't
Bruce
crazy,
is
though.
yeah, and Ash is the old
Thinking windmill
kind of
job.
crazy wannabe conquistador on the old horse. You know what I mean?
Kinda. I mean, he doesn't want to be that guy, though.
Right,
Like,
yeah, he doesn't
want
wanna
to
be
be
that
part
guy.
of it. But I see what you're saying. Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pablo's a very much Pancho Villa guy.
Yeah, it's either that, like, he actually, like, adores Ash, or it's like he almost, like...
He loves
Just-
him.
Yeah, but, like, is it like he loves him, or does he just idolize how much, like, ass he thinks that Ash gets? Because, like, it does seem like he's just, like, obsessed with getting laid. Like, the whole, like, him, like, stealing the book and then going after the girl was basically to try and get in her pants.
That's true.
Like,
They haven't gone into it yet, but what if it's his dad?
Yeah.
What if Ash is his father?
dude, that would be awesome.
That's why
The
he's so-
pompadour too,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
why he's got the ash hair, even though his
Oh.
hair was clearly not made for that.
You know what? That's probably why he's doing the hair, so he can look like his dad, so he can look like the guy.
He knows.
And they
Think
had
he
that
knows?
like
Oh, I don't know.
like,
If it is his dad, I thought last time we were saying that the girl was his daughter.
Maybe,
now
yeah,
it's
yeah.
friend.
Hey, dude, I get that feeling.
they had that like touching moment in the car where he was like talking to Pablo about his complicated feelings, like giving him the talk.
Yeah.
That was very fatherly. Like that's
Wait,
not
was that in the
something-
car?
Yeah.
It
I
was
thought
right
that-
before the guy popped up.
I thought it was when they were when they just arrived at the parents' house and they were in that bedroom, like, and he's all like, "No, dude, it's her mom," and he's all like, "Pablo, I know, you know, you're stupid,
In the
but
RV. In the RV.
Yeah,
Oh, was it
in the
RV?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they're all
Okay.
covered in blood and had the shotgun.
But yeah, like it was a good episode. It was
Yeah, it
okay.
was good.
I just kind of wish that like there was a little bit more meat to it. But yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. It's a half an hour show.
The meat was all action.
Yeah.
Well, but it's still like to me at least it didn't feel like it had as much action as the first episode. Like we saw way more fighting with like the Deadites and stuff like that
They
in
did
the first episode.
Kind of slow it down a little, like at
Yeah.
the dinner table. Like they had a lot more discussions about like, hey, these Deadites are here, and then everybody else being like, no, they aren't. And
Yeah.
like
I
they
like
were.
how no one cared that you had the shotgun on at dinner.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He was just carrying it.
It kind of shows, like, I now that I think about it, it kind of shows some character development from Pablo and Ash, because now we get to see that Pablo's not really that innocent dummy, because he tricked
him.
he
Yeah.
tricked Ash to go there to get the girl
Without
Yeah.
even thinking about it.
without even thinking about it, and then no one believed Ash that there was a Deadite. And now the mom turns into one and whatever. It kind of shows that this guy knows what he's talking about, even though he's kind of a jerk.
They should have already kind of known that, though. It's like
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
the first one. Demons pop up, and
Yeah,
he knows all
But-
about him, how to kill him.
it just shows how Pablo doesn't care because he just wants the girl.
Yeah.
That he's like gonna overlook what might be like not real.
Yeah.
You know, like, and I will say, like, even though, like, the whole show has a cheesy air to it, like, when the mom, like, slammed the dad's head down on there, like, on the fork, just in front of his eye, I do remember, like, actually thinking, like, man, like, okay, yeah, this is cheesy, horror, gory stuff, but, like, man, that would be really fucked up to see. Like, if that was your, like, parents, like, that would be really screwed up.
Like that.
Yeah, it would, in all the movies,
man,
almost.
If you take out the humor part, it's just, you're seeing someone getting horribly murdered.
Yeah, well, like, a loved one of yours, too. By a loved one of yours, usually. Like,
possessed by a demon.
mm-hmm.
We already saw it in the first one and the second one when the mom starts singing Hush Little Baby.
Yeah, they have the memories of
Yeah.
the people they're inhabiting.
Yeah, and
It
then
almost seems like sometimes they're still there a little
Specifically
bit.
seeing your dad's head get gored on a fork, though, like, was, like, what I thought would be really gnarly to see your mom do to your dad. Like, it was
I can't
just
imagine
out
my
there.
mom doing
Exactly.
that.
It'd be fucking nutballs. It'd be out of this
I don't
world.
even think she's strong enough.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, she'd have demon powers.
Anthony,
That's
could
true.
you help me? I'm having a hard time shoving a fork in your dad's. I'll see, but Alright.
So that's basically Ash.
Yeah.
I mean, there wasn't, like you said, there wasn't really much to it. It was just kind of like what it was. It was like just action. Action.
Give us more story, though.
Yeah, I would
For
have
me,
liked
at
to see
least.
more of the detective chick a little bit.
Mhm.
It does leave us with her going to the bookstore, which progresses the story there. Seems like Ash isn't really the story. Seems like this detective chick's going to be doing all the hard work.
They're gonna
Cross
meet up
paths.
for
Link
sure.
up,
Yeah.
Lucy Lawless.
They're probably going to have a relationship.
I'm guessing like she might actually want to kill Ash at first, just
Oh,
because.
she thinks that
because
he
he caused it. I mean, like that's not even he thinks he caused. She fucking caused it. You know, like it was his fault. So
she's going to fall in love with him.
yeah, that'll also
I
happen.
thought Lucy Lawless was going to.
It's funny.
She's
'cause,
like a witch or something. I don't know. What is she?
Like in all the
they haven't said
pre-release
yet.
shit I've seen for this show, like Lucy
They
Lawless
hate
does
each other.
not seem
Yeah.
enamored with fucking Bruce Campbell at all. Like she seems like kind of like I get the feeling he just fucking hits on her nonstop and every female around him. But like I guess it looks like it rubs Lawless the wrong way a little. But yeah.
You want to jump into Fargo?
Yeah, let's talk about Fargo.
All right, so in Fargo, we see Bruce Campbell again.
Yeah.
This time as Ronald Reagan.
He's very, very charismatic. I thought he did a good job as Reagan, actually.
He did. I really liked
a lot
his.
like him.
Yeah.
A young Reagan.
Yeah.
Like, I think he wasn't that young when he was
like,
actually
if you
running.
Kind of weren't like
but
really like looking at him. You
He
know?
had the voice down.
He
Yeah.
had the voice and like
That
the
kinda
manner of speech.
whisper Reagan voice. Like,
But yeah, I mean, I thought he looked quite a bit like him.
he looks like him in his 50s movies.
Yeah.
Like, he was a little more wrinkled out by the time he was running. But, yeah, I'm not even sure he won when he was running in the 70s. I can't. I'm too young. He was elected
He
in
won in
an
the
office
80s.
before.
Yeah, I'm like he was governor. in
But was that his
California
first term or his anyway? It doesn't
I
matter.
have no idea.
But yeah, he did a good job.
I suck as an American.
Yeah.
I don't know this.
No.
If I was
we're
taking
gonna lie.
seriously, if I was taking the citizenship test,
You wouldn't
I would
make
fucking
it.
fail.
Yeah.
A lot of us would.
That's
There's
true actually.
That's
Like I know a
fine.
lot, but I probably would fail. But anyway, back to Fargo.
Yeah.
Fucking, I do like how like they were overlaying the speech like over a lot of imagery going on, like the hunting party and like just the police going out there and stuff. Like there was this backdrop of Reagan's speeches, and it kind of kept up the theme of the Coen brothers like putting a heavy political like influence on this second season. Like not that it's like kind of it's not delving into the plot itself, the political influence, but it's kind of producing the setting for the story, you know?
Yeah.
It's
I
how
mean, that was a big part of life back then. I mean,
exactly.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
The socioeconomic status of the United States in the 1970s kind of weighed heavily on a lot of people,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and that kind of affected everything. So
It also takes Patrick Wilson out of his element because he's got to be taking care of the soon-to-be president.
mm-hmm.
yeah,
Because
I just think-
he's not able to take care of stuff that's going on in town. He's
in-
got to watch this guy
in
now.
every episode, he's just getting into stuff that just keeps him away from his like possibly
actual
dying wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
so he's
that
not even
too.
getting to spend any time with her at all before she might
I was
die.
thinking that actually, like how sad that is, but like that's also probably
It's the
the
way it
case.
works.
Exactly,
Mhm.
like with almost like anybody like dying of cancer, it's like you can't like stop your life for like completely at least. Like it keeps going no matter what. But the filming was fucking excellent in this one, like always. Lots of like nice wide shots. That cool double framing.
Yeah, the comic
shit
book
they
thing.
do.
Yeah, I love that.
With the sepia tints also that makes his jacket look all purpley. His police jacket.
I never noticed that until you mentioned it, that
Yeah,
they changed
it's
the color of the
weird.
jacket.
Yeah.
It's not even just the color of the jacket. It's like the tint
It's just
of the whole film.
It's the filter they put
Yeah.
over it that makes
It makes
strange.
it look like fucking 70s like record cover.
They probably should have
Like-
gave him a little bit different colored jacket.
It's
Mhm.
aliens, guys. It's
Yeah, it
aliens.
looks a little strange. No, dude, like
Or he
we'll
has
get to
do
that, but yeah, the aliens themes, man.
They're really hitting that up hard in this episode.
Well,
I knew
no,
it would happen.
They didn't do it too hard, but like it was.
No, I mean like indirectly they were
Yeah.
hitting
So,
it up hard.
You can
Well,
tell which people were being
uh,
abducted.
Well, not
If
only,
there is an abduction.
Yeah.
not only that, but like she, the wife, Kirsten Dunst's character,
Mhm.
when they're talking about her, or no, it was when she was speaking, she said, well, what was that guy doing in the road? He had a car.
Yeah,
What was he doing just standing in the middle of the road? And then we also see the imagery of the UFO on the little girl's drawing that she made.
I
Well, it
haven't
was
put
'cause
two
she
and
put
two
her-
together.
She didn't draw
put
that,
her
though.
coffee cup down.
Yeah.
And the ring from the coffee cup made it look like a UFO.
I thought it was the little girl who drew it. I
So
just
did
thought
I.
she
She
drew
drew
No,
everything but
it was the
that.
That's what I
coffee.
thought.
It was the
Okay.
runoff from the coffee.
But still,
Well, see,
I mean, either way,
Here's
it
the
looks
weird
like a
thing though
UFO.
about that. Like, did that actually induce her into losing time though?
I
'Cause-
think she was looking at it and it kind of
She was.
struck. a
Remember
chord
when?
with her.
Remember when? Was it Richard Dreyfuss was in First Encounters? Remember when he had the mashed potato
Close Encounters
pile?
of the
Yeah,
Third
yeah,
Kind.
Close Encounters. Remember in Close Encounters when he had the mashed potato pile and then he
Yeah.
started making this big fucking mountain,
Mhm.
and that was the mountain where everyone had to go.
It was because it was giving him like a
No,
psychic
but what
impression.
I mean is like it almost like to me like I guess I didn't realize that the ring was from the coffee cup.
Yeah.
I thought that was actually
She
drawn on there.
picked it up.
Yeah, that
But,
would have been creepy.
No, but like I thought like it was almost like somehow like because a little girl who saw an alien like drew a drawing of it, the like somehow like the lady lost time even just by fucking looking at it.
I
Like
thought she might have been remembering something.
Yeah, she
well,
was having.
I just don't understand. Like it was like all of a sudden the daughter was right there, which she could have sneaked up, but like then the dad having
Well,
like been outside,
Bringing-
like
knocking
yeah,
on
like
door.
yelling in
She
it or
seemed-
whatever.
That's
and
true.
She
She
didn't
seemed
even
all
notice.
like weak and stuff from her cancers because she couldn't even hardly stand up.
I guess
She
it
That's
just,
true, but-
it just seemed weird.
But
she
we
was-
would have heard a door.
That's the other
But instead of a-
part.
Yeah, instead of anything, we heard the humming
Mm-hmm.
of her thinking of this
Yeah.
alien's imprint is basically what we're hearing. It's almost like shell shock, right?
Well, yeah, and the other thing I was going to bring up was the cancer itself. I wonder how many other people in that town have cancer.
Yeah,
I don't know.
right. Like, was it caused?
Is it like X Files where like the
caused
cancer
by
is
it?
being caused by the aliens and abductions and what they're doing to people?
If the aliens have any part in this plot, like at all, I have the feeling it's gonna be some weird fucking like, almost like omnipotent god type shit where it's all like they're pushing the dominoes over, but like the plan is so big and overarching that like our little puny human minds would never be able to understand it, you know?
I'm very looking forward
Shit
to
like that.
seeing where
It's
they're
just
gonna
a
go with
cog
that.
in the fucking gear
I
wheel.
think it could also be them just like observing like
Mhm.
how humans behave.
Yeah.
Because like they seem to be following the criminals and like people causing like things to happen.
Chaos. Yeah.
Well, actually, like I honestly feel like it's not that they're following anyone. It's that all these characters of interest end up by that Waffle Hut, and the Waffle Hut. No, straight
The
up, like the
aliens are
waffle.
coming for
They're
the waffles. in
It's
middle
the
of night.
intergalactic
it's
rest
not
stop,
that they're
guys.
like going for the waffles, but for whatever fucking reason, they're congregating around that area. You know,
They're looking for pro wrestlers. Everybody knows pro wrestlers go to Waffle House.
Waffle Houses. Fucking.
Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
Man, the whole lie about the butcher of Laverne and whatnot.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Great.
just,
I picked up on that on the second time we watched it.
what
just
the
lied
butcher
to
of
the mom.
what how
That he lied so
Yeah.
huge,
Yeah.
and then he had the Indian. he had John Redcorn back him up.
Yeah.
I don't think that that's gonna end well for Dodd. Actually, like
Oh,
it's not
fuck
gonna end
no.
well for
I hope the
anyone.
mom
No
kills
way.
him. I hope
Yeah,
the mom
I
just-
think the mom is
I
going
hope
to
she just
murder
straight up
Dodd.
shoots him in the
Yeah.
face.
There's already foreshadowing with his older younger brother saying there's going to be a reckoning.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a reckoning.
Everyone
Hitting
everyone
on-
has to pay. Everyone gets what they deserve.
Yeah.
Well, hitting on his brother for just a second, is it just me or is that guy coming off like a pushover? Like at first, like when they first introduced him, I was like, "Oh man, this guy barely even talks, man. He's like a cold-blooded killer, even worse than Dodd, right?" But like as it's going on, it's like Dodd ran everything.
Well,
and
if you think about it, he's the second heir to the throne. He's the second in line, so he would always.
yeah,
have
but
been
what did he
second.
do before the
But-
dad died? Like before the beginning of the show,
He
like
was
or
third.
before he
When the
had his,
dad
like, stroke.
when the dad didn't have his stroke, Dodd wasn't running anything. He was listening to his dad.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah.
obeying his father, which he did since he was a kid.
So was he doing the same shit as Dodd though? Because like it
Who
literally
knows?
doesn't. It doesn't
I
seem
think
like
they're
it was.
both like lieutenants. They're like
yeah.
kind of-
Doesn't seem
The
that way though,
captains.
because
Yeah.
like it
Yeah.
doesn't seem like even like the underlings like respect him, you know,
the half. I mean the brother with the beard.
or
Well,
like
I think
or
it's
the
kinda
or the
like-
Indian guy didn't really
Well,
give
'cause he
him the
knew
time
that
of
if-
day at
he
all
knew that
either.
If he said anything wrong there, then it was his ass, because that means he lied to the mom.
I think he's smart. I don't think he's
Who?
a pushover at all. I think
The brother.
the other brother, the one from
I get a
fuck,
bad,
what's his name?
Like
Non-Dodd.
I
yeah,
thought-
Non-Dodd. I think Non-Dodd's.
No, I thought
he's
his
not
name.
a pushover.
I thought his name was Bear.
Okay,
but-
let's
I
call him
don't
Bear.
remember that.
No, I thought it was.
But I think it's kind of like Godfather, where you have like these brothers that are involved in organized crime, and
Yeah.
like
Sonny was Dodd.
Yeah, Sonny is Dodd, and then the
Michael
bear
is-
guy would kind of be Fredo. I feel like, or
No.
no,
See,
Dodd.
that's
no-
Dodd would be Fredo. Because
No, Fredo is.
There's-
He already died. He's Rye.
Yeah,
That's
Um,
true.
the third.
And if we're going by the Godfather thing, then Michael is the son of Bear
Yeah,
because he's willing to take
It's-
the
it
family
doesn't-
business
I don't
instead of
think it
going to
really
school
fits
and
the
being something
Godfather
more.
thing.
He's getting put in
to be
there.
honest.
It's a loose thing, but yeah. If we were gonna relate them to
Basically,
anything,
I
that
thought-
would be what
I
we
thought-
would have to.
I thought Dodd and like Bear though were like on the same playing field, and like the only difference between them was Bear didn't seem to be as impulsive as Dodd,
Well,
right?
were
They both want the
before,
family
but
business.
Now
No, it
Dodd's-
doesn't seem like they even were before. Like it doesn't seem like he held any power. Like that's what's being painted to me. It doesn't seem like he had almost any power. It almost seemed like he was an underling, like everybody below Dodd, even.
From what though? Like what?
The way that he was treated this episode, like by
By Dodd.
Dodd and by Dodd's men. That's what I got out of it, at least.
I think Dodd is just like super protective, and he doesn't want like.
But he was like that before.
He doesn't want his brother like to fucking like screw up shit. Like he wants to run everything. He doesn't want his brother to get in the way of that.
Well, that's
And that's
true.
why he was telling him,
That's
"Don't
true,
talk to
but,
my
like,
man.
He also
Like
knows
the
his lie
Indian's
will
my
unravel.
dude. Don't talk to him."
He
it
knows
just-
his lie about the butcher will unravel if
Yeah.
anybody figures out that there was.
I just don't. I just don't think that that guy gets the same amount of respect as I thought that he was getting in the first few episodes.
Yeah, it's really showing his the way people interact with him. But I don't think he's a weakling or a pushover. Just Dodd wants him to look like a sissy because he's listening to his mother. Because he doesn't want to do what Dodd wants to do, and Dodd can't tell him like his real plan, because Dodd wants the whole business,
No,
and
that's
Dodd
like,
wants revenge.
do you really think like anybody there has like any misconceptions about that though? I'm like pretty sure everybody knows that. Like everybody
That
knows
Dodd's-
that. Yeah,
that
that
Dodd's
Dodd
making
wants to
everything
like take everything over.
Right, but they don't know that Dodd's like the extent
How
of
far
Dodd.
I think
yeah.
that they do. I think that they totally.
His
do.
brother
Well,
does
no,
because
yeah,
he
that's
came.
why-
He talked to
yeah.
John Redcorn.
That's why he was asking about it, because
What's
he knew it was a lie. He
And
probably
that's why-
knows
Well,
about
anyway,
it.
we'll see like how much they respect him. I guess as the show goes on.
I hope they fight.
They
thought he was
probably
gonna
will,
punch him.
but that's what I mean. Is like I don't think it's gonna. I think Bear might turn out to be a bigger pussy than I thought he was in the first place. I think it might not end well for him, and I think he might try to like do something diplomatic, and it'll fucking blow up because Dodd will just cut his face off or
That's
something.
true, but those people that are really big and silent types like that, like I thought he was gonna hit him when he said that his wife was banging him from the back with a strap on.
We'll see. We'll see.
But
like,
then he walks up to him like he's gonna hit him,
He's tactful.
and then he stops,
Yeah.
and
That's
then he
what-
tells him
He's giving him
it's
a chance.
coming.
That's
Yeah.
how he's gonna get killed though by Dodd, like as being tactful. But
We
we'll
don't
see.
know
We'll
that
see
yet.
how tactful he
Yeah.
is, though, once he finds out that Dodd sent his son to get killed.
I think we should.
Like, so-
I think we should do something where we each say what we think is going to happen, and whoever's
Predictions.
right, yeah, some kind of prediction. Because if we're right, if we say something and then it turns out to be right, like that's the way it worked out, then we should celebrate somehow on air.
I think Bear's gonna fucking like bitch out. I think he's gonna get railroaded
he's-
real hard by Dodd.
I think him or his Dodd's daughter is going to fucking kill him.
I think Dodd's daughter barely lasted this episode.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, she almost didn't make it out, did she?
Oh,
Dude, she had a bad
man.
day.
That
You
was
know,
so
Like,
tense.
when I-
she had a bad
When I
day.
first watched it, I thought, I don't know what the Indian guy's name is, but I'm going to call him John Redcorn.
Virgil.
It's Virgil?
Virgil, yeah.
Is
Alright,
it
so-
Virgil? Okay.
All right, so Verge, he takes out the twins. I thought he killed both of them
Oh no, he
because of
jacked
the way
him
he
in
jacked.
face.
Yeah, because of the way he punched him. I thought that he
With the
just
knife?
sliced his,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
knife into his neck.
It was
But he
almost like
just
he
knocked him out.
purposely killed one of the twins and decided to leave the other one alive.
He did,
Yeah.
and you know
Shit.
why? Because
Fucked up.
he did that. He did that for a reason. Because they killed all of the dad's guards, and then they left him there to watch.
Oh, yeah, they did, huh?
So he left him there to see his dead brother.
Dude, that whole gunfight was actually pretty badass.
It was
Like,
It was
at the
cool.
beginning. Yeah, it was super entertaining.
I really,
super
I didn't,
well filmed.
I didn't think they would have killed that guy from Everybody Loves Raymond.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I was like,
Brad
fuck, he's
Garrett.
dead.
Yeah.
I was expecting to last a few more.
Well,
episodes.
dude, that's gonna be the nature of the beast when it comes to Fargo. Like, as the further we
People
go
are
on,
gonna die.
the whole cast
We're
is
over the
gonna.
halfway point now.
Yeah,
So.
it's
getting
they're gonna
wild.
start fucking
Speaking of dying,
losing multiples an episode.
can we talk about the irony of the girl in the butcher shop having that conversation with
What, about
Mr.
dying?
Bloomquist about
Just
dying
getting all
and how there's no
existential.
point to life,
Yeah.
and being super existential, and then she's faced in put in a situation where she's forced to choose either what she wants to die or she wants to survive,
Well, it's
and
an
she chooses to survive.
It's
an
pointless
instinct to
anyway.
survive, like,
Yeah.
Also,
well, I mean, you know, she could have just laid there on the floor and not done anything.
She also chose to save the boy that she fell in
Yeah.
love with when he walked into the
Yeah.
place.
well, I
Who
think
was trying
that's
to
like
kill
the I think that's like a downfall of most philosophers is they don't really back up what they say.
Did any of you notice that when
You can
he
make all
first went
predictions.
into the butcher shop and asked for him, and then when he saw him come out, he had that little like hallucination or something
Yeah.
where it showed
Yeah.
up. He had the smoke rings under his nose. it
Oh,
looked
did he?
like. So it's
Yeah.
almost like he saw into the future a little bit or something.
Yep.
Or they just filmed it in a weird
Yeah.
order and
Well, no, because
fucking
right after
botched
that, it
it.
clicked back to him being normal.
Normal.
Yeah, no,
He was covered
I
in
know,
blood.
I know
Yeah,
you're
but
saying,
he had the
but
blood on him too from when he was, because remember he was cutting a pig up.
Yeah.
Still, when they went back to it later.
that's awesome though.
He landed
I
on the
didn't
thing
catch
where they were
that.
cutting
Like,
too. I
but
didn't
like,
think of that.
but I think it could also be just continuity error. Like, it seems like maybe, but like, if it wasn't, that's clever.
I thought they just wanted to make him look like a badass. So that he could be scared of
like,
it. No, I
some
think it
blood
was-
on his face from where he cleavered the guy. It looked like.
I think he was
Yeah.
supposed to be disgusting, not even a badass, but just like this gross human being, like a John Wayne Gacy, like a fat, horrible, like piece of shit.
I thought it
Just
was-
because he's
the
Fat
lowest
Damon.
to the low
I
dregs,
thought
you
it was
know,
supposed to
humanity.
show us like killing out of necessity, and like his wife's killing, which was like accidental. Like she ran over that guy, not really meaning to, but like still it's.
Wait, what was
manslaughter.
showing that?
Him killing the guy with the fucking cleaver. Like
Oh,
that
no.
was in a situation where he was trying to like
Every single
survive.
one of them, every single killing that he had to do
Yeah,
was that
it's
way.
like a direct like opposite of like
Well,
what his wife
actually,
It's
though,
also the extent
like, when
he'll
you
take
think
to save
when you
his
think
fucking
about it,
wife.
Yeah.
like he really like. I mean, this actor is weird because he's done this a few times, where it's like, okay, he gets put in this situation where he has to defend himself, and then he fucking takes it to 11, man. He doesn't knock the weapon out of somebody's hand or like subdue them. No, he like ends them, like every
Well,
single
what is it?
time. Like
They're saying that there's no half measures or whatever.
yeah. But like,
Keep
it's
that.
just it's almost like typecasting this guy at this point. That's what he was in Friday Night Lights. That's what he was in Breaking Bad.
Well, he looks like a serial
Yep.
killer.
like that's what he. Well,
No,
it's just.
he doesn't.
Dude,
Okay, then.
that was some pretty freaky dreams too he was having, like with the weird brief
Well, he's-
flashes of rye
Well,
on
he's
the wall.
remembering that was the first time he saw him.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I know.
He was
I
at
was
Nightmares,
just
that's
saying
the first man he
I
ever
liked
killed.
how
Yeah.
it was filmed.
It's PTSD.
Like-
Yeah, I mean it's weird because this guy's not even like everyone. I think when Patrick Wilson's character interviews him about did you do it?
Yeah.
'Cause he might be-
Sorry.
He might be dead already, and you don't even know.
Yeah, you might even know it, but he's also like, did you serve? And he's like, no. But this guy's killing like a Marine.
Yeah.
Well,
He's killing like he's been trained to kill.
No.
I
when
mean,
it comes down to it, I think most people have that instinct.
Yeah, I was
They're
gonna say.
quick-
I think
it's
it's
a
because-
survival thing.
I think it's because he's been butchering a lot of pigs.
Well, that too.
But
He knows how
That
to
line
use
is getting blurred there. A
yeah,
little bit.
I mean, a pig's body is almost just like ours, and he knows that.
He would have
but
like slit
actually,
an
that's-
artery then if he was going for.
Yeah,
Dude,
but
he
anatomy
fucking
and stuff
put a
like that.
cleaver like right in
Yeah, but
the,
that's like
down the middle.
Yeah,
man.
I'm talking about when he
Split in
killed
half.
when he killed Rye. It was like this guy knows what he's doing. The way he's killing this guy, it just felt like
he just shoved a piece of gardening equipment in his chest on that one.
it wasn't in his chest. It was in his.
Yeah,
It was between his ribs.
yeah,
It was
in
long.
his chest.
But that's
Torso.
it's weird to me because it seems like he's doing it like it's kind of out of character from the way he acts with his wife. Because the guy's a fucking pussy. He's
That's
poop.
what I meant. He like takes
Yeah,
it to
yeah,
fucking 11. Like it's like nothing in between like fucking murder and no action at all.
Well, he found a way that he can have control.
Yeah, when he freaking kills people.
That would be a twist. Like with one of these episodes, he gets done like defending himself, killing like 4 other dudes, and he's just all like, "I like this.
Yeah.
I like it."
Let's hire the butcher of.
No, I think that's being
Whatever.
too optimistic.
Butcher
I think he's got like an
Yeah.
episode, maybe 2 left. Like I do think that like what you were saying about Peggy going to Sioux Falls. I think she's going alone.
But see, that's not happening now
showed up
because she
at the end.
sold the car,
We'll see.
and the cops.
I have the
shown
feeling
up at
she
the
ends
end
up.
of the
I have the
episode.
feeling she ends up there anyway.
John Redcorn's coming for you, Peggy.
Yeah, I'm like they're gonna have to run like as is.
But the cops.
The cops are there, right?
Yeah.
There can be some time between if they get apprehended by the police.
This is another one
Them-
of my predictions.
Well,
Yeah,
it
it
could
is.
be
I
it
already
could be
said.
that they come oh man, now I'm losing the names. What's the name of the gang again?
The gang.
Yeah.
The Gerhardts?
Yeah, the Gerhardts are gonna come and attack the cops to kill them because they got away. You know, and then if they kill the cops, they're gonna be able to get out of it and run away, and she's gonna run off. And she'll probably leave her husband behind because that's the way she's been. The only time she showed any sign of feeling guilty is when she sold her car.
Yeah.
Dude, no, but that was like.
It was too little, too late.
Well,
Yeah.
she was like
It wasn't too little,
congratulating
too
herself
late. It was
after
like that.
Yeah,
Old,
again, she was the hero.
Mhm.
it was
She's
like that
smiling
old
to herself
story.
in the
The Bloomkists in this one were like that old story. I can't remember the name of it, but about like the fucking really really poor couple that it's Christmas time and they can't buy each other shit. So
You wearing
one.
Christmas shoes?
No, I'm not. It's where some lady like cuts her hair to buy like a
It's
watch
a chain for a pocket watch.
Yeah, exactly.
He
And
sells his pocket watch to buy her combs for her hair.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
So and they're like, oh.
well, that's
so
what the
Merry Christmas.
Bloomquists were doing this episode.
Yeah,
Like,
definitely.
and but like with deadlier consequences.
I just want to see more Fat Damon killing people. I just think it's crazy looking.
I want to see more into that basement of hoarding.
Oh my god! So I was watching the show and I was like, oh my god, hoarder level like 10.
Yeah.
What the fuck is she doing? This place is gonna like start a flame and then
She put like fucking 15 magazines in her suitcase too
Yeah.
when she was leaving.
what does she do with them?
Well, she was packing something up with them, like in one of her suitcases.
No, she's just putting them in there.
No, there was like a box. Then she put like 4 magazines on top of it, and that
That
box was alone in the blue suitcase by itself.
I
It's
thought
'cause
that
none
was
of that
all
would
stuff.
fit in the other one.
I thought that was all
It
stuff
was
she was going to
specifically-
take to Sioux Falls with her, but then she decided not to go. And
It
then she
was.
sold the car.
Just
It
magazines.
was.
Yeah.
I still think she's gonna go to Sioux
It was like a
Falls.
stack.
It must have been her favorite
And
ones.
I think also that they're gonna end up. I think they gave the first hints tonight of them killing the hairdressing lesbian lady. I think
because
that
they gotta do something
Yeah,
about
I think
her.
I think
I thought she was
something's.
gonna ask him to.
Well, I think that something's gonna happen. Like the lady's gonna call them up and threaten them or something, and then it's gonna push their hand.
She's kind of a bitch.
But like I think they are gonna end up. At least Peggy is gonna end up in Sioux Falls. I get that feeling. Yeah, her car even reminded me of UFOs in this one.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that was a weird fucking looking car just because like the trunk was in the front, but
I
it
don't
made
see
it
it.
look all dinkwing. It would totally not pass like a modern day
That's just a regular
crash
Corvair,
test
though.
at all. Like they literally the front end would just crumple into an inch in like no time. Like it would just turn into a
I
tin
thought it
can.
looked more like a boat than a UFO.
Oh yeah, I guess
Yeah.
I could
But,
see a boat.
That was kind of the
I thought it
design
looked like
for
a
the 70s
Jetsons.
car,
I thought it looked like a
60s, 70s
Jetsons car. If you just fucking put a
So-
bubble on top,
Yeah.
it would have been
It's supposed to
perfect.
be kind of aerodynamic, but didn't really matter.
Blah, 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 blah.
I Ah, man, I hate that Peggy and that woman from the place.
Yeah.
And I like Dodd, but I hate him too.
He's a good
Dodd's
character.
just a psychotic human being. That's all.
He's just so salty.
Did you think that when the fucking little girl got happy about the candy? This is for people who I guess watched season 1. But when she got happy about the candy, there was foreshadowing of her future chubby self. Like,
is that her?
She got really excited about the
Yeah,
candy. She's a police officer in season 1,
and she's fat.
And she's big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think so. I'm glad she's gonna make it though, because I thought it was foreshadowing.
Yeah, it's
That
not really
was-
ruining much.
Yeah,
but like,
I thought it was.
You
simple.
thought she was gonna.
I thought she
die.
was gonna start taking her mom's medicine,
Funny.
and then be like, "Oh, it tastes like candy," and then she was gonna have like cancer meds in her, and then she was gonna die.
Like
Or
essentially.
the other way, she takes the mom's candy and nothing happens to her.
Those are sugar
yeah.
pills.
And then you know that they're sugar pills.
Oh no! And then the cancer's just making her feel nauseous.
I'm afraid that the cancer's what making her feel nauseous.
God.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
And she's also sleepy all the time. Blah blah blah. Fucking dude, the Gearharts. Like, by the way, I've noticed like it's almost like they're killing themselves almost. like Rye fucking put himself in that horrible situation and ended up blowing it way out of proportion by killing that judge and shit. And like I guess it was just coincidence, but he ended up dying doing it. Then Charlie, the cerebral palsy kid, he puts himself in that horrible situation. I'm pretty sure he didn't die tonight, but he almost died. He got shot right in the face. What?
It grazed him, I think.
No,
bounced off the door behind him.
No, it hit him and he like back. Well, whatever. I mean, I saw it that way.
Sparks
Anyway, no, it hit in front of him and came back into his face. But they showed him being put into the ambulance at the end, but they didn't have like a sheet over his face.
No, they didn't.
So
They
I
covered his
assume.
chest. He's still alive. Yeah.
Well, I'm just
I think he's alive.
okay.
I don't think it hit him in the face either,
but
like
then-
you said, because there would have been a big scar on his head. It would have
They didn't
grazed
show
him.
his head.
They showed him when he was in the.
All I could see was his long hair.
Okay.
But the daughter, also fucking Dodd's daughter,
Oh yeah.
putting herself in horrible situations, and Dodd in himself is creating a horrible situation.
They all feel like they have something to prove.
Well, that's
Yeah.
what I was gonna say. Is it like the result of like them having been in power for so fucking long that they're just like
Just because of their
They're all
father.
vying
Yeah,
for
it's the
power.
result of being under
No,
someone
they
for
are.
so long.
the daughter isn't vying for power.
In a
Like,
way,
She
is.
wants
She's
liberation
going
from
to
her
the
father.
other side.
No,
Yeah,
I
she's
think
going
the
to other
daughter-
side
I
and
think the
rebelling
daughter
against
kind
her
of-
family.
See, I don't think it's like so much that more so than she's just rebelling against everything. Like in the second episode,
She said she
talking
wanted
about,
to be a hippie.
yeah, she just wants to be a flower child. She doesn't
Yeah.
want to give a shit about anything. Like I
It's
think
still
that's what it
rebelling
is.
Against her family.
Like no, but see, she's not
Yeah.
conscious of it. She's not making that decision. She's just doing shit.
She
And
is-
like so, like that's what it meant when Milligan like was asking her like.
I don't know. I think she knows what she's
I
doing
don't
when
think
she's
she's
sleeping.
No,
stupid.
she-
I think
she
knows
literally
exactly
said-
what she's doing.
She literally said she didn't know what she was doing this episode.
Yeah,
Like
but
No,
Milligan
she said
asked
she-
her, "What do you think this is?" And she's like, "I don't know." She doesn't know what the fuck she's doing.
He said, "What do you
What
think
do you
this
think
is?
we
Do you
are?"
think we're?"
Between us, but like really, like that
you think
transcribes
we're
to her
Romeo and
whole
Juliet?
viewpoint.
That's
I
what she
think.
said.
I think it
Well,
means
if she
she
didn't know
doesn't.
what she was doing, then why would she have like sought out their enemies and gave them
Yeah.
information to take them down?
Cause free drugs and fucking.
And then
Yeah.
also,
The
making,
end.
and
No,
then also
seriously
making
though,
a
that's
point
like
of
about
She
as
can
saying,
get
far
that
as her
anywhere else,
mind
though.
frame goes.
and
You
then
think that's the
also
only
making
way
a
to get
point
it?
of saying that she's never included, that they take meetings without her, and
That
that,
was-
she doesn't know what's going. I mean, this was.
That seemed more like her trying to save her own ass to me. Like basically an excuse for like why she couldn't warn them that they were gonna get
It
ambushed.
was,
on
but I think it was
duck hunting
also
trip or
her
whatever.
trying to say like, hey, like I'm not really included in this. I don't really know where I stand.
But
Like
she doesn't really seem like she.
I'm willing to flip the other way.
It just
if I'm
doesn't seem like she
persuaded.
gives a shit. It doesn't seem like a power thing for her, at least. And then, like, at least, like, taking over the thing, the only person that seems to be worried about that is Dodd and the mom. And the mom doesn't really seem to fucking care, which is stupid.
She
like,
is a
she
cool
she
cat.
really, yeah, but she should care more because, like, Dodd's gonna make an attempt on her life. Like, she's probably gonna be end up being the one to kill Dodd, but Dodd's gonna try to kill her.
Yeah,
Just watch.
I can
like,
see that.
Yeah, I can see him choking her out and then her killing him.
There's a big rift
I wanted
going
to,
on.
like, stab him and throw her, like,
I have the
shoot him in
feeling he's
face
gonna
or
like
something.
send the Indian, and then that'll be the one time the Indian fucks up somehow, right?
Or he just won't do it.
Yeah. Well, no, I don't think. Well, maybe.
He'll probably send the Indian to go find his daughter.
Well, the bear guy did say though that like basically their family raised him as like a son.
Yeah.
So who knows? He might be really close to the mom. Like, and he just doesn't mention it because the dude doesn't talk at all. You know, he's like a.
You could tell that he already was kind of mad because he was forced to lie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He followed Dodd's orders just because he might be a little afraid of Dodd.
Well, it's
I don't think he was afraid of Dodd, but it was just like, let's see what this
different,
goes.
it's going to be bad for him and everybody.
Well, I mean, if you try and think about it strategy-wise, like, the best move for him there is to agree with what Dodd is saying and then try and figure out something from there. Like, to, like, cause, like, a disruption right there in front of the mom with Dodd and not go along with it could, like, create, like...
It's like, what, Butcher? You're a liar.
Yeah, exactly.
I found him
and
in
then the mom's like,
Yeah.
boom, Dodd, you're dead.
He
and
was in
boom,
some
Indian,
Swedish
you're dead.
people's house
Wait, why
getting
would you
chopped
kill
up.
the Indian for telling the truth?
I don't
Oh,
know.
it would just cause a bunch of shit with
Yeah.
everybody. Dodd would probably get pissed and try to kill him. That's just the way it seems that guy is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bud's Meats is gone.
Yeah, it's burned down.
Gone.
That meat is toasty.
I guess the evidence is
That's
gone,
hungry.
like of Rye's meat in the grinder.
Unless it was like a ring or something.
Yeah,
because
no,
he said it was
it's
rattling around.
I think it's a ring, also.
So they could find it still.
Wow, he didn't take any of the jewelry off?
Yeah,
What an
that's
idiot.
He did, but
pretty
it's maybe some fillings.
Maybe
Or-
teeth?
Yeah, well, teeth would be crushed
Bones,
with the filling.
teeth.
Yeah,
Or maybe
teeth would
like
be crushed
some
by the
sort of
grinder
weird
too.
genital piercing.
I don't know.
That was a joke.
He would have
people.
saw that. He would have had to take it
forgot
off.
to take a ring off of his dick.
Yeah.
Before
Maybe,
I chopped it up into more baby dicks.
Maybe it's like a metal limb.
Yeah, or it could be pins.
Like a
or
pins
something.
his
in a
knee
leg
or
or something.
something.
That makes more sense.
Yeah, that
than
makes
those
more
things.
sense than.
Penis piercing.
I don't think Rye's married, so I can't see it being a ring. And he didn't look like he was wearing any.
Rye had bigger problems than that. Like
Yeah.
if he was like talking to the typewriter salesman for his like big break into
We
the
got guys that need typewriters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he wanted to do anything criminalized where he
Yeah.
could actually do it and not be told what to do.
Yeah.
That dude's dead.
Yeah.
He got buried.
I was so
Yeah.
sad by that too. 'Cause, you know,
Which
he's
guy?
Oh, Rye. Dying in
Oh.
the very beginning.
Because you're a Culkin fan
Yeah, I'm such
of
a
all
huge
Culkins of all
Culkinite,
forms.
and
Oh, I didn't even realize
I
that was
love
so
all the
funny.
Culkins.
Rory.
Yeah, that's fucking Fuller,
Rory.
dude.
Yeah, it's
Fuller.
Fuller.
Fuller from Home
He always
Alone.
wets
Yeah.
the bed.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Uncle Frank's fucking reject son with the big.
Well, shit, he's
bottle
still
glasses.
typecasted.
Yeah.
Just drank tons of Pepsi.
Yeah.
Wow.
He almost got his face smashed when fucking Kevin knocked over the Pepsi on the pizza.
Yep.
Uncle Frank backed up and almost destroyed his skull.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
it
do
was
we have,
crazy.
Do you have anything else to say about Fargo?
Aside
Soundtrack?
from the soundtrack, no, the soundtrack's good in this one. The soundtrack I want to talk about was Leftovers.
No, I was just saying the soundtrack was good.
Yeah.
Like, this
Music
episode.
is always good
Yeah.
on this show.
Yeah,
On Fargo,
70s.
music is always good.
Basically, it ends just with like the police descending on the Bloomquists and fucking them being fucked, having the biggest like deer in headlights look on their face ever.
I'm not sure,
And
but
then
I
the
think
end.
this week, maybe this weekend, the Home Alone. Home Alone.
In theaters?
Yeah, it's gonna be in the theaters again.
Why?
I heard about that.
Why?
I
Because
wanna
it's the
go
25th,
so bad.
20th anniversary. 25th anniversary.
Yep.
I actually am going.
Yeah, I want to go.
I forgot I'm going to that.
Well, now you remember.
Yeah. Hey, everybody, you should go and see me. And we can be
Where
like
is
Shia
it?
LaBeouf.
Where's it at?
I don't fucking know. Century. I think Century
It's
16.
I was like, I'm
They
going,
do
but I
all
don't
those-
fucking know.
I think I'm going to
They
Century.
do all
It's
those
one-
old showings. Like sometimes they show Star Trek on there.
Yeah,
and
they're
stuff.
called
Yeah.
I show
Battle
Indiana
events.
Jones all the time, Back to the Future.
It's
and
cool
all
when they
that
do
shit.
that. I just wish they would do
It-
Star Wars, the original cuts or the remasters from the 90s.
Yeah, right. Like those
I
don't
want
even.
Space Odyssey,
Yeah, that'd be cool.
like in all of its glory on the big screen.
Yeah.
That's what I
I
want.
see. Like
I wanna see
I
Spaceballs.
don't believe in that actually. Like
What?
watching Kubrick movies in movie theaters. Like, I just don't believe in it. Like I'm sure they're amazing at the time and whatnot, but good lord, like aside from The Shining, it's like watching fucking 3-hour epics that like Space Odyssey in general like has like 20 minute spans of like nothing but classical music, and it's like fucking it could put you to sleep in a movie theater.
You
It's
just
just
get high
too
and you
dark.
watch it,
And,
man.
yeah, but like even then, like I'd rather watch it on a TV.
That's totally subjective, by the way. The classical
Yes,
music
it's
does not put
subjective, I
everyone to
guess.
sleep, and it's not just classical music.
Yeah, well,
there are
leave in the
visuals that
comments
go along
if
with
you
it
think
that create
if
a
you think that
mood.
Space Odyssey might be a sleepy movie in a movie theater, because I've always thought that movie's like it's a great fucking movie, but man, is it long? It's real long, and
It's like
it
3.5
has
hours.
and it has really slow
And
segments.
it's beautiful the whole way through.
It still looks good.
yeah, it's so good.
It looks better than like most things
Yeah.
because like
Traditional effects and
well, it was
it's
just
just
one this one
well
dude
done.
that worked
You know,
with
he-
they
Kubrick.
faked the moon
He-
landing with it.
They talk about him.
Completely destroyed all the sets for that after they made it because he didn't want anybody to use them for other movies.
They actually didn't destroy all the suits though. The suits that they're wearing, the like red, blue, and yellow one, those actually get used in a few more movies after that.
I'm pretty sure they were recreations.
No, they weren't. They actually got
Pretty
leaked and
sure.
spray painted. Like those were things that he didn't specify to be destroyed, and they got out.
I know there's a few helmets and they're still orange because people were selling them and like
I just know I've seen the suits in other movies, dude. Like that's all I'm
Yeah,
saying.
All right, well, tangent. Let's move on to the leftovers.
Yeah, the leftovers.
Finish this up.
Fucking the lens effect. The DSD is back is in town in Miracle, basically rattling cages.
We've got Azrael, the demon.
Just for
Yeah.
people who aren't like super familiar, DSD stands for the Department of Sudden Departure, right?
I have
Yep.
no idea.
It's the
I guess
people that
so.
look
Yeah,
into
it's the
the
people that look into the departures.
Yep. whether or not they are real departures or just fake shit that people made up so they can get money.
And
or just disappeared.
yeah.
But yeah, now people are fucking showing up in Dora's door with weird equipment that like people don't want scan. Like, what is that equipment? It
Well,
looks
I
like
think
something
I-
from fucking
I think that
Ghostbusters.
scientist was not part of the DSD. I think he was part of like a
No,
separate,
I'm just saying that
a sep-
doctors are showing up at
Yeah,
her door.
no, he was trying to like do some sort of like scientific scan of like Nora and the house that they're
Well,
living in now.
Check her to be if she
That
was
one
checking her to
guy-
see
But
if
what
she was
what
alive.
kind of scams?
Because
The
Like,
DSD guy said something about the lensing where the people would emit like ultra or infrared rays or something like that.
Ultraviolet, he said.
And those are still both just forms of radiation, so
Yes.
it might have been a radiation detector.
Yeah, but
So-
I think what he was testing for was not necessarily the lensing, but the
Well-
radius of the
Well,
house.
because remember later when she was talking to the lady on the phone,
Mhm.
and she's all like, "You talking about lensing?" And she's like, "Yo, you're familiar with the idea?"
Yeah.
And that was when she brought up the demon Azrael. And
like
stuff.
George Brevity is the one who brought it up. But yeah, like that's actually what I was gonna bring up. Is like how the fuck does something like that sounds scientific with UV rays and lensing and whatnot, like attached to Azrael, a demon that is fucking somehow like part of Nora now. Like,
Yeah.
it sounds like bullshit, but like also like we're also talking about a show where Kevin's talking to like dead people that might not even actually be dead people, it might just be something else.
And birds
like
can live in
talking to-
boxes for 3 days.
Yeah,
I think
like
they're jumping at any idea to explain what happened.
they are jumping at any idea, but what if it was something like that? What if this fucking show does blow
no, but
up
I mean,
into something
if there's
crazy
any
as
idea
fuck?
that even
like Red State.
Yeah,
If there's
exactly.
any idea that even slightly kind of fits with the like evidence they found, then I think they kind of that's it for right now, you know.
Yeah, it's a red herring.
How
just
exactly-
like with what Lost
How
did.
does Azrael the demon?
Like,
we need
we
more
saw lots of
explanation
red
on that.
herrings with Lost.
I don't think it's necessary. I don't think it's a red herring.
That's not DSD doing the Azrael thing though. That's those scientists that are
Exactly.
looking into it. Those are probably
That's what I'm
religious
saying, they're two
scientists.
separate.
Yeah.
But the
Yeah, but that's why I
scientist
don't think it's like a
talking about
fraud.
lensing
I don't
also.
think that's why like it's fake. It's because like there's a bunch of shit leading you towards that avenue. Why the fuck did Nora break the window?
Yeah.
That's one thing I don't know.
Because stones can't feel anything.
What?
That was
That's
part
what
of
the
the
song said at the end of the episode.
Okay, but like really,
It's
why do you
'cause-
think that
it's
she broke the
because-
window?
Because the girl leaving, basically, it made her feel guilty again
Yeah.
Okay.
for her family getting
Okay.
departed.
So
and
that-
so it was just her lashing out at their house.
So in that same manner, like why did Erica Murphy throw the rock back through the window at the end?
because
Because
from
she figured out that Nora was the one who threw the rock.
from her questioning and the way she reacted to those
Yeah.
questions that she asked back, I think she knew it was her.
And
Do
she
you
was
think-
returning it.
Do you think also like Erica kind of might be like kind of filling in the gaps that like maybe Nora might have been at fault for her daughter disappearing.
She's probably thinking about it.
Well, I think it's more like because she basically in her own mind knows she's at fault for her daughter leaving. She equates that to Nora being responsible for her kids.
Okay, so you do think that like she's kind of putting that together.
Something like that.
Okay, because like that kind of like seemed like that error, like for me at least, like felt like that's what the whole episode was building. Like it was like kind of like putting up these signs that like Nora might have done it. Nora might have been responsible all around the place, and then Erica towards the end just started like picking up on.
It was also
that.
just showing us who she was as a person too.
Yeah.
Erica.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole episode. You mean? Yeah.
Like, you don't really know who she is. You know, she's kind of okay with like shady stuff before this, but then.
No, no, she's not.
Like
chases that kid down
within the first like. Well, like even before that, like she calls out John. Even like she calls him out and like says that shit about like him just wanting to hit people, and like that literally like to me at least like I didn't think she stood up to him at all like before this episode, and then you see that and you're like, okay, well she must like it's not just her getting sick of it. That sounds like the way she normally like talks to him.
She had been pretending for a long time, like she was planning on leaving.
No, she says that to Nora.
No, I know, but I'm saying like she said that in the episode that she had been.
So are you saying that she wasn't pretending anymore?
Yeah, in that moment where she confronted John and said that he just wanted to hit people, that was her not pretending anymore.
I think she's just
and that was
maybe
because
like
the
that.
kids weren't there.
That's possible.
The
I guess.
son was outside and with the new girlfriend Jill, and
yep, she saw that. I don't think she's very happy about it.
No, I don't think she likes that at all, and I can't really put my finger on that like as to why, because Jill's actually being a really good kid.
Yeah.
Wait, what about Jill?
Oh, the Erica looked very disapprovingly when she saw her son holding hands with Jill.
I didn't think that's. I didn't pick up on that actually.
She was like.
There was a moment.
Staring.
I saw her looking out the window, and I like.
She was very pissed off.
There was a what the fuck moment.
Yeah.
I did not get that.
Also, like taking a step back when Nora throws the rock through the window, I thought maybe she did it because, I don't know, maybe off screen, her boyfriend told her about how John wouldn't help Matt get in.
Well, yeah,
maybe she was pissed off about that, and she had to take care of.
But then
Matt's
she also shows an understanding
wife,
later on when she is talking to Kevin, and Kevin says, "Why are we going to this fundraiser? They didn't help us. They banished Matt." And she said, "No, they didn't banish Matt. Matt left on his own."
Matt banished himself.
Are you sure? Are you sure she wasn't just making excuses to fucking go there and steal that guy's fucking test, though?
Did she know he was going to be there?
I don't know.
I think
if she
she
even
did
knew he
actually.
was going to be there.
It's maybe
she
both.
saw him in the parking lot, and that's when it clicked for her, I think. But I don't think before that she was like.
I think she knew he was going to be there.
I thought she felt like she had to keep up appearances so she didn't look like the problem.
Yeah, anything she can do to make herself not feel guilty and for other people to not see her as feeling guilty.
Well, we also have to remember, like, Nora went through, like, a lot of stuff before she got to Miracle. Yeah. Like, she was basically, like, one of the, like, poster childs for the departure because she lost so many people, like, all at once.
Yeah.
And so I think she has, like, compassion and empathy for what the Campbells are going through in a way, even though she doesn't necessarily think that there was a departure. Like, she realizes that what the feeling is for a mother to lose her child.
See, I don't know, man.
And not know where the child is.
But then
it's with the demon Azrael.
But then shit she was saying, like, later on, though, about, like, fucking if you don't move past this, you're fucking pathetic and shit like that. Like,
but
I don't know.
Nora's had years, right? Or months, or at least,
I don't think
to move past this.
In the first season...
she's had 3 years. It just happened.
In the first season, she was telling herself the exact same thing, and then she was having a hooker shoot her through the chest.
Yeah, I'm like...
And she had a bulletproof vest on so she could feel alive again, or some kind of feeling.
I think Nora fucking says one thing but means another. Like, she's not telling the truth most of the time. Like, sorry, like, it doesn't make her a bad person, per se. Like, but, like... I think it's because she doesn't think that people will understand what she's trying to do, and which could be a good reason why her and Kevin are together in the first place. Is because they both have that weird wall that they like to keep up, like they where they don't want to explain to anybody else like what the hell's going on.
Can we bring up some of the answers that we got in this episode? Like, we found out what the whole goat thing is about.
Oh yeah, we did hear a lot of answers
during that ranting and raving.
I was wondering what the hell that
Erica
was.
did.
She explained like pretty much all the weird shit in town.
Yeah,
except for God.
I want to
Yeah.
know. I want to
The guy
know.
on the-
What? That's
pillar.
actually what I was thinking. Is what if God is like that? Like, what if they let him stay up in that fucking bullshit because he was up there that day?
That was
Yeah.
exactly
So-
why.
the other day.
And, well,
Probably.
dude. Well, how long now that Jerry isn't allowed to kill his goats? Right?
Well,
How long is it gonna take before John fucking turns on God
I
now?
don't think that was nobody can do anything. I think that was just don't do
I
it.
think
Don't
it
do
is.
it
Do
right
at the
now.
memorial.
No,
John's not gonna
I
turn
don't.
on them.
I think you're wrong. Actually, I think it's gonna be an escalation.
John's
I
not going
think-
to turn on them. He turned on that guy with the water because that guy he wasn't from there. He was taking the
I
water
get
and
this.
then
I
selling
get this
it.
weird
Well,
sense.
he was there the day that the girls disappeared.
Right, he was.
He was at that lake
Right.
gathering water when
Right.
these girls were
I
swimming.
get this weird
You can't
sense
blame
that
God
like
for it.
basically John like has this fucking burning hatred in him for like any fucking sort of like miracle talk for whatever fucking reason, right? In Miracle. And so like as he keeps going on, fucking he wasn't gonna escalate towards a certain extent. Like he wasn't gonna take out Jerry, right?
Yeah.
But now that fucking Evie's gone, right? Erica's fucking like on the bandwagon and fucking shutting down all these. But she's even more steadfast in it than John is. And I think that because both of them are almost on the same page now, I think shit's gonna get way out of hand in Miracle.
The thing I don't understand is like, okay, so she's going into the woods and she's burying a bird and she's doing this thing that her grandmother told her to do or her mother told her to do or whatever.
Grandma.
Right. Okay. It doesn't really matter because where the fuck is she getting all these fucking birds from? Is she going to a fucking store, a fucking pet store, and buying these birds and then killing them all like every day? They're all like parakeets
I
too.
think
They're
they're
not
native.
fucking like.
My real
I think
question.
they're like native sparrows to the area that she's finding in the woods.
Are
'Cause
they?
She said she found one by her car, and that was the one
You
that
can just
she
set up a
buried.
feeder and then catch them.
I think the
Yeah.
real question
guess.
really isn't like where are the birds coming from. I think the real question is not.
I'm just saying, it just seems
Okay,
weird.
so
Where
if
the
the
fuck is she
mom-
getting
if
the
the
birds
mom-
from? They're always dying.
If the mom made that wish though, like to basically that her kids would be okay with
It was that her daughter would be okay with
Okay,
her
well
being
then,
gone.
well then, yeah, that's
So it's like,
right.
okay, we'll take your daughter
Michael
away.
has God, right? But like, okay, so she made the wish that her daughter would be okay from this point forward, or from if once she left.
Yeah.
Well, my question is what did Evie wish for?
Evie didn't
she,
do it.
No, Evie did do it. Remember in the very first episode, Evie dug up her own bird, and it came to life too.
It's true.
And so
I don't remember Evie doing that. I
yeah,
remember
she did.
Erica
She
doing
did
it.
like fucking right before I want to say she did the little naked jog.
Yeah, it's like there's a naked jog in the woods.
I don't know. Maybe she wished she could go.
See, that's what I was saying to you like earlier, like all this time. Like I think she fucking brought on her own departure. Somehow.
She could have. Maybe both of them did. Maybe
Or-
just
or
kind of.
Nora did.
Maybe the way that they both wished kind of like said, well, okay, well, both of them, all right, get rid of her. And now she's asking for her to come back, obviously, because the birds keep dying.
Did anybody feel like Jill was needlessly confrontational about announcing her relationship with Michael?
No, I think
She's
Jill-
all like,
Yeah.
and you couldn't stop me even if you wanted to.
You're not
She's
my
like, I'm not
mom.
asking you permission.
I know.
Yeah, it was-
Specifically because it's not her mom.
It's not her mom, and Jill. No,
That's
and
still
Jill has
too
been.
confrontational.
Jill's
known-
been burned by her mom so many freaking times that she has kind of closed herself off to that kind of mother-daughter relationship. She likes the way things are with Nora, where there is that boundary.
So then too confrontational?
no.
So then telling her mom,
'Cause, like, that's what I
or
got
telling
out of it.
Nora,
You're
you
making
can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do what I want. And she's like, well, if you did ask
Fine.
me, I would have been like, cool, whatever.
Yeah, I
That's
liked how
cool.
Nora shut down her shit. Was all like, well, fine, Miss Touchy. Like, you could though. Like,
The other
Speaking
thing
of-
is, like, Jill's like 18 at this point. Like, she was a senior in high school when the departure happened.
see,
She
all I
has no
hear are
permission.
excuses for Jill.
No, I mean, it sounds like you're accusing Jill of being like
Being
overly
sassy?
assertive,
She
and
was.
like I don't think she was. She was standing her
The racial
ground
tension
and
is
saying
high.
You gotta remember all about your opinion. Too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So.
I'm like,
Well, anyway, there's also 2 flash forwards in this one. I feel like there was like a lot of hints at a Kevin-centric episode coming up. Like basically going to be a flashback episode of this one. Like at the very beginning when he was handcuffed and he got that kink in his knee or whatever. I
Yeah.
have the feeling we're going to be able to see that from a different perspective with like Patty stabbing him in the dick or something. Like no, seriously, it was. gonna
Patty
be
doesn't
something
like
weird.
Nora.
Yeah, she doesn't. And
She doesn't because she's the spawn of Azrael.
The embodiment of Azrael.
Yeah, whatever. Whatever
She's
she is.
something. I don't think it's actually Patty anymore. I think it's something else. I think it's like
It's some
whoever
other-
the dad is talking to also.
Some other
Kevin's
spirit.
dad, I mean. And then there was also Lori calling up about missing Tom. Like, Holy Tom's on the loose now. He's run away. But like, yeah, I'm pretty sure
to Jordan.
I'm pretty sure that that's a clue though. That fucking there's gonna be an episode based on Lori again, like there was I think the 3rd episode of this season.
I bet you Tom starts to become like Holy Wayne, and then they take him to that encampment where Jordan outside of Jordan. Or
Oh
Jordan.
God!
And then he's like, hello everyone, and he's dressed up like Jesus, and then people like ask him to heal them.
If that happened, I bet him and Matt would get into it.
Oh, they will,
There'd be
because
like
it
a
seems
holy battle.
I bet it's gonna happen.
Well,
I bet it's gonna happen.
I would watch that. That wouldn't surprise me too, though, if he ran off and started his own Asian harem.
That's already
also like no straight
just
up.
because he got a taste.
Well, no,
I
like
also wouldn't be surprised if he joined the Guilty Remnant for real.
yeah. Well, would they let him at
he
this
did say
point?
they were right.
They could. I guess they might, just because to spite Lori, but
Or what if what's her name kidnapped him again?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And then
like,
impregnates him.
yeah,
it just
Liv
sounds
Tyler.
weird though. Like
Impregnates
I
him.
mean, like I'm not saying that's impossible. Like, but plot wise, it just sounds very strange. Like it's all like, yeah, I kidnapped you and I raped you and I let you go,
Well, the reason
but I'm gonna
That's a
kidnap you
ruse.
again. Like it's
The
like
re-
they
the-
could have just kept him. you
The
know?
reason
Yeah.
I think that like he could possibly want to join the Guilty Remnant is like he was so like horribly sad like every time he took somebody away from there.
Yeah.
Like he didn't feel good about what he was doing.
Yeah, but like I think that's because he was like what he said to Lori about like they weren't giving these people anything, and the Guilty Remnant, like even if they're wrong, is giving them something, and like
Actually,
so I don't think like it's
I take
more
it
like
back.
yeah
I
it's
take it
it's
back.
more
I
like
don't think he's going to join the Guilty Remnant. I think the reason he left is because he doesn't want to be the holy man prophet person that his mom is kind of shooing him into being.
back to Tom though, like I think like he
That's
was
what I'm
I
talking
think he
about,
no
Tom.
but I think he was more sad like in the way that like a parent is sad if they accidentally like spoil Santa Claus for a kid, you know.
He's not real.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's just like, oh fuck, well I fucked it up, and that
Holy
kid's
Wayne's
gonna be
not
sad
real.
for a while, but that's the way it is, you know. Like I think that's the way he felt about like busting people out of the Guilty Remnant. He felt bad because he's taken away their faith, but in the same breath, like he also knew that like that shit probably wasn't real.
But then he starts saying he gets in a fight with his mom, and he says it makes sense.
because they're giving them something. It's giving them something to like lean on after like this horrible tragedy.
And that's when he was like,
happening in the
"I'll
world.
give him something then.
Exactly.
I'll give him holy."
Like that's what I'm saying. Is Guilty Remnants as real as Holy Tom /
Yeah,
Wayne.
I was about to call him Holy Todd, but that's
Holy
a different person.
Todd. I felt like Nora was almost fucking making Kevin go crazier, like while she was stealing that shit like right in front of him. He's just like I imagine
And he's
like
like, "What the
fucking
fuck?" And
Patty's
he's like,
been
"Eh, okay."
terrorizing
I
him
thought
for
that
like the
actually
last
showed
day
that-
and a half, and like then
Partners in crime.
he sees
Well,
that.
the trust in their relationship that he could see her do something that is considered probably not a good thing to do, and he doesn't really say anything. He just kind of trusts her and like believes that
I'm
like,
just
okay,
imagine-
she's doing it for a good reason.
I'm just
whatever
imagining it
she's
from
doing.
Kevin's viewpoint and like how like he's basically being terrorized by Patty this whole time, and he's putting up with that, and then he sees that. Like it's just like a little crazy.
You know what I
from
don't
his
get?
viewpoint.
I don't get. Okay, so he goes and witnesses that the girls are gone or whatever. Right, puts his hand on the window of the car, and then they take the print from the car window.
They actually
and then
couldn't-
the cops. They
You
took,
remember they said they couldn't get anything conclusive from the print though, which is weird. Why they're even taking prints from the waterman now? Like I think they were maybe just checking the size of his hand
Yeah.
or some
Maybe.
shit.
Trying to find
'Cause,
it
like-
yeah, because
for
in my mind I was thinking
similarity.
like, why take this guy's thing? His. I mean, like, yeah, not just that, but like, so they took the palm print from the window, and for some reason they can't tell that it's a different cop from a different place because
Yeah, no, they
it would be in the
couldn't-
system.
they couldn't
Why?
get
You
prints off
might
of
not
it.
just have like it might just be like the shape of a hand, not actually any fingerprints or anything. or palm
Maybe
prints.
it looked like
That's
I don't know.
that's what it was.
It doesn't matter what it looked
That's
like. 'cause
what
it's
it was.
If you
show.
ever touch something with a lot of mud on your hand, it makes a hand shape, but you can't see any.
No, they
individual-
literally said it in the show.
I know. What I'm
Okay.
saying. You
I
can't
forgot
see
about
any individual.
Okay.
Like,
I was just like,
ridges
why?
or anything.
Okay, I'm cleared up now.
Um,
I was wondering about that. I was like, why don't they just arrest him now?
Yeah.
Turn yourself in, dude. Just say you touched the window.
And then Kevin confessed.
Oh, yeah.
Kevin confessed about his
Seeing Patty.
yeah, which did it in the weirdest fucking way. But
We need to talk. I'm
Yeah.
seeing someone.
yeah,
What?
It's like,
I'm
why?
seeing someone. Who?
Yeah,
You could have just said.
Patty.
Yeah.
he didn't even say Patty,
You
the
could have
dead
just said
woman.
I'm hallucinating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm seeing people.
I'm hearing voices.
Yeah.
And seeing dead people.
In a way, like
that
I
would've
guess
been specific
in
enough.
a way, I guess like that kind of like to me at least shows a little bit that like maybe he's accepting that Patty is real.
Yeah.
Like he didn't introduce it as a hallucination or anything like that.
I think he needed her to know how serious it was.
Yeah.
Before anything.
Because she was getting
Right.
ready to just write off the conversation. She was like, I don't want to really talk right now. Can we just wait till tomorrow? And he's just like, I'm seeing someone.
We need
Fair
to
enough.
talk now. I'm seeing someone. What? You're cheating on me?
Yeah.
That's what it felt like to me. I was like, ooh, he's saying it like
I do
he's
want to know why Patty
gonna break
thought
up
it-
with her.
I do want to know why Patty was saying it was a big mistake for him to tell Nora though.
Didn't he
Like,
say,
why?
I'll tell you what's going on once you acknowledge me and tell people?
No,
Or
she
was it just
said
acknowledge
she
me?
said once you talk to me, basically.
Yeah.
Like,
So
but
he wasn't allowed to tell anyone else about
Yeah,
her, but
for
he
some
has to
reason.
acknowledge that she's there.
to her,
Yeah.
but to no one else, which is fucking weird.
Sounds like the Book of Mormon.
It sounds like fucking the demon Azrael,
He
dude.
needs a magic
Like,
pair of
it
glasses and some
sounds like some
underwear.
fucking weird. Like basically, we don't understand some higher power bullshit.
I kind of did a little bit of research on the demon Azrael, and it's like some demon or angel actually
Used to
that
be
was
an angel, I thought. Yeah.
yeah, it was an angel that was made by God for death. Basically, he's like the Muslim and Jewish angel of death.
Yeah.
So he's not good or bad.
Isn't he an archangel?
Yeah, he's an archangel.
Yeah.
So he's not good or bad. He's a seraphim.
Hmm.
For those of you that know these things.
I'm like the only thing I know about him is fucking. That's the name of the dude who took Batman's place. After
Yeah.
Batman got his.
Well, he was the
Broken.
embodiment of death on earth, like punishment. Azrael. That's what he was doing. That Order of Saint Dumas or whatever.
Oh well, I mean like he was just a dude though.
No, but he was haunted by the spirit of the angel Azrael telling him to do things.
Was he haunted by it, or I thought he was fucking
He was like possessed by the angel.
Original-
No, I thought
They
he
changed
I
it
thought
a
he'd
little
had
bit.
some fucking crazy hypnotherapy by
Now that's what they've changed.
Yeah.
No, I thought that's originally what it was. Like, or I know he hallucinated the original one. He hallucinated
he
all
heard
the
voices
fucking
and
time, and he
stuff.
saw everybody on fire and shit.
Yeah.
Like, it was
There's a
crazy.
new Azrael.
Yeah, the black guy, Michael
Yeah.
Lane.
Same kind of
he was
issues.
Devil Batman.
Oh, yeah.
Before in Rest in Peace. But anyway, yeah, Azrael. He's fucking basically an angel turned demon. you
Yeah.
said?
A fallen angel, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, fallen angel.
During that war they talk
Um,
about in the prophecy.
Yeah, and if this has, I'm not big on biblical stuff, but if this has anything to do with, the last days, then angels come take us, right? The rapture. Would it be archangel or would it be is it Michael, Gabriel or Michael or
They're all
whoever?
archangels.
Yeah, they would all take us, right?
They'll have specific
I don't know.
purposes.
It started making me think though a little bit. Like if Azrael is inside of Nora, then maybe there's something inside of Kevin.
Yeah, and it's not just her because there's other lenses too.
Well, yeah,
She
that
couldn't
too.
be.
That
I mean,
also.
like, there's no way she made the entire world lose people.
Well, Lori's baby fucking disappeared from within inside of her. So,
Yeah.
like, who
I
was
was
the lens
thinking
then?
that, Jill might be.
Yeah, Jill might be also.
She's come in contact with the daughter and those other girls more than Nora did.
Jill also wore glasses. Well, like, remember those questions are supposed to apply to all the departure people too. Like, I want to look at that test that they had, like, because there was some very interesting.
Corrective lenses,
Seizures or
Brain disorders.
Yeah.
Biting your
Yeah.
fingernails.
Yeah, biting fingernails.
Taking out, like-
$1,000 out of the bank.
Or
The
more.
dream thing.
Yeah, the dream was the weirdest one, I thought.
Like, it's Evan's right. And when we started talking about this, he said the shit might ramp up and get really fucking weird. And he's absolutely right, because if it can go a lot of different ways. Like we talked about the whole rapture thing, right? Like, what if it did go that way? Okay, well, then you could also take it a different way and say, like, oh, well, the Archangel, Azrael, I don't know if you guys know what the Nephilim are, but they were, like, species.
Half-breeds.
Yeah, they were half-breeds, half angel, half human. And what if lenses are just like the descendants of the Nephilim, and they have that kind of rays or what gamma rays or whatever the fuck Nora
If shit
shows
is that
off.
crazy in this show?
That's
If
crazy.
shit is really that crazy in this show, then this is the way I see it happening. Like, this is gonna be the fucking end of the show. Like, fucking...
Yeah.
Basically, they come to the conclusion. They've gotten the answer that, yes, this shit is biblical. This is the end of the world. It's crazy like that. And, like, as the fucking, like, end times are getting ready to go on, like, Book of Revelation shit, like... Because, like, the departure was the beginning, right? But when it really picks up, right?
Shit comes out of the ocean, and
I feel like that's gonna... I feel like
Yeah.
that's gonna be the end of the show. Like, it's just gonna end right before that.
Before we get to the good stuff.
Well, yeah, because the story is really a character-driven, like, human story, you know? Like, what we've seen so far in season
This stuff
1
would
and
just
2.
take it to a completely different show.
Yeah. Like, and I mean, don't get me wrong, I'd love to fucking see that, but I don't think it's needed. Like, it wouldn't affect the characters. Like, after that, they'd all just be wiped out instantly, you know?
You're right. Well, they all suffer, and then Jesus comes down and saves everyone in the end. That's the end.
7
That's
years.
really the end.
I know, it just sounds weird.
7 years, and then everybody gets lifted to heaven. Right?
Yeah, everybody gets saved from
The
Jesus.
survivors. Anyway, yeah,
It's
that's
strange.
the leftovers.
Yeah, that's
And
the leftovers.
I hope
for
it
you.
gets weirder, because weird shows are the best. But
Music
yeah.
was legit.
Yeah,
This one,
the-
Slide Rule was awesome.
the music in this whole season's been good, but like different than the first season. The first season just had those piano themes, like kind of played at different tempos and different speeds. This one has not only taken those themes a little bit further, playing them on different instruments and whatnot, but also like just started interjecting like certain pop music from like throughout like the years that I've been alive at least.
Yeah, we got Rickrolled.
Yeah. Patty was singing Rickroll.
I could have swore that was a Rickroll on him.
It wasn't. It was her being literal with the lyrics, I think.
I just thought it was funny.
But yeah, no, the music, I can't make up my mind if I like, because it felt like the first seasons was more effective. Like it hit those emotional notes more often and more consistently. But like I really like the remixes of the song in this one, and like also like using like actual music like by artists in this. Like I'll probably have to wait till the end of the season to decide whether or not I like the first season more or not.
Yeah.
Music wise. But yeah.
That's everything in a nutshell.
Yeah, we talked about everything.
Everything. I think that's it.
Okay, dudes.
That's it. That's over.
Okay, dudes, they're knocking at the doors and telling us to get out of the bathroom now.
Yep.
So I guess it's time to go. Have a good one, everybody.
Bye.